non-episode number. This is just a special emergency episode.
Emergency meeting here.
Emergency upload. So the big question is, did they get the teams right?
No.
I say they did not, but you're gonna piss off 3 or 4 teams no matter what you did.
The committee's a bunch of cowards. They're afraid to leave the SEC out. I think like the injury thing's like such a BS argument because Ohio State won national title with third
right, but I said the same thing earlier, but then I was like, but Ohio State proved they belong because they destroyed Wisconsin. Florida State looked like trash yesterday, like they could barely beat anybody. It's like it sucks that they're out.
Good.
Yeah, their defense looked good, but I can't blame them for leaving them out because I'm like, do you really think they could beat Texas, Bama, Washington, or Georgia, or Ohio State, or Michigan right now? I don't think so. Not without Travis.
My only thing is they will have their second-string quarterback back for the bowl game. I hope that they destroy Georgia.
That's what I was gonna say. At least they get to prove if they were in it. And same thing with Georgia.
Yeah,
what was that?
I just think I don't know. I think that the injury thing should be like the very last thing that you use.
It just
like
sucks.
A tiebreaker, because like, how do you Cleveland? Like, literally, I don't know what Florida. Oh, but touchdown agree bad.
I think it's just because they didn't look good the last 2 weeks. That really hurt them bad.
Yeah, I'm sure that was the big part. I don't know how you leave out an undefeated team that like beat everyone on their schedule.
Yeah. That's just
the kids.
Well, then Texas gets the nod because they beat Bama, right? So like they had to put Texas in. You can't leave
right?
Yeah,
that
beat
was.
Bama.
If Bama went in, Texas had to go, and it was basically their pair. Like,
but I disagree leaving Georgia out. They lost by a field goal, and they should have dropped to like 4th. So I think Bama should have still been left out, even though they've looked really good. But like I said, you can't make everybody happy this year.
Yeah, someone's gonna get pissed off.
Yeah. My other bugaboo with the whole thing is like they basically just said, all right, we want the 4 best teams, not the 4 most deserving. So then at that point, to me, it's like, okay, the 4 best rosters in the country are Ohio State, Michigan, Georgia, Alabama. Like, why that should have been your 4 if you're gonna go with that. At that point, like I think Texas is deserving. Yeah, I think they're deserving in. But I think like with the logic that they decided to go with that, it's just, all right, then you might as well go Ohio State.
Because didn't Texas, their loss was to Oklahoma in like the last 30 seconds of the game. Right?
Yeah,
Chokey came down and scored. But same with Ohio State. I mean, they lost one game by 6 points.
Yeah, they lost
to the number 1 team in the nation according to their polls.
Yeah.
So 7 teams should be in this year, and you can only have 4. So they really needed that 12 playoff team this year.
Yeah, I think like I'm not for the playoff because I think it's taken away the meaning of college football. But for years like this, it'll be good.
The 8 would have been perfect this year. Let's go.
Yeah, good shit.
And then I know obviously like those other fan bases are still gonna complain when their team is like really like outside the top 8. You're not gonna find anyone else that's gonna.
I don't even know
the
who's
12
rated.
seed's never gonna win.
No, I don't know who's number 8 right now, but the
Oregon.
8 is okay. So an 8-team playoff would have been fucking like literally perfect this year.
Yeah, I agree.
Because Missouri's number 9, and like Ohio State, if they don't beat them by 20, then I guess that was their case. They didn't deserve to get in, I guess.
Right. I think Ohio State's gonna play really well because people are kind of dogging Ryan Day again, so they're gonna come out and play well for him.
Harrison probably won't play, so they might be short on the WR.
He might be coming back now as the newest ringer.
Dude, I don't know why. Your stock is high, bro.
Yeah,
all he could do is hurt himself if he came back.
I agree, but
I wouldn't if I was in. Fuck that.
The Maserati more.
All he's gonna do is hurt his stock because he can't really do much more than he's done.
Yeah, he can't. He can't have a better people.
But
that
he
do
could get an
stats.
injury bug or go and like, look human next year and then be like, ooh, I don't know, maybe we don't
Oh,
know
I
about
do
this
not
guy.
want. Yeah.
I was hoping we get to play Georgia. I was hoping.
I know, that's what I wanted, but they're letting Florida State do it since they really got fucked.
Well, I think the committee's hoping that Georgia blows Florida State out, so they can just be like, "Oh, we told you."
Sweet, yeah,
Well,
I agree. That's exactly.
I could see,
what's up.
I could see Georgia coming in very unmotivated and not playing well because.
And then Florida State beat them.
Yeah,
dude, I hope Georgia looks like complete dog shit, man.
you and me both.
I feel I mean, I shouldn't because it's an SEC team, but I kind of semi feel bad for Georgia that they got left out.
But they didn't play a tough non-conference schedule.
That's true.
You
They
know,
literally
like
played nobody.
that's literally the reason Texas got in. If Texas
Sit.
was 12-1 and didn't have the win over Bama,
Oh, they
they
would
wouldn't
have
have got in. You know what I'm saying? So like
Yeah,
you gotta play a tough schedule.
and you got to put Bama in with Texas, or I'm sorry, Texas in because they beat Bama since they moved Bama up to number 4. So they couldn't leave. At least Bama's playing Michigan. So if Michigan's gonna end up winning it, at least they have to beat good old Saint Nixies.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I
Just-
felt like Michigan kind of got punished for.
For me.
Well, you know what I'm saying? It's like,
Yeah.
They got the shaft.
Hey, good job on a
But
fantastic
I think
season. Here's Bama.
I think it makes
Yeah.
sense though because
Here's
so I
Bama.
think of the 4, I want to say Washington's the weakest team, but they're undefeated. So like they can't obviously be. But Bama or Texas beat Bama, so it's
Oh,
hard.
we're short.
I think Michigan would
Yeah.
probably rather play Texas.
Yeah, if I
Bama
was
wants to play
Michigan and
Bama.
had to choose, I'd probably take Texas just because I'm just guessing here based on what I've seen. I think they probably have like the worst defense of the 4 teams, I'm guessing, in the playoffs.
Yeah, and they're running
Yeah,
backs
that's
are-
yeah.
Probably be fair to say their defense is weak.
Dude, I would have loved to play Bama again.
But dude, like their defense was fantastic when they played Bama, but that was the second game, and Milrow is 5 times better now than he was when they
Yeah.
played.
I think
He
the
was
thing
dog
with
shit.
Texas, they have those really good defensive tackles. Like they're huge.
Here's my thing: if Texas is ever gonna win another national championship, now's the time because it ain't gonna get any easier when they get
Yeah.
to the OSCC.
Yeah. It's not getting any easier. This is it.
Yeah.
This is
And
the time
they
need
do
to
have
it.
they have a talented team. They have a good roster.
And I would
Quinn
really
Ewers
love-
coming back.
After we talked all this shit to like the Big 12 commissioner and all that, I'd really like to like go out and like keep winning. You know what I mean?
Wow.
It'd be
That should be a good game, I think, against Washington. I think they
Oh,
should be a
shoot.
good one.
I think it's gonna be fun.
I mean, Washington
When it-
beat the old Ducksies twice. So.
What is that? When is it? When are those games?
I
New
think it's
Year's
actually
Day is
January
one.
1st this year because the 31st fell on a Sunday, so they're not gonna
Okay.
clash. They're not gonna clash it with the NFL.
Yeah.
I couldn't remember what it was.
So it'll be Monday, and then I think Ohio State plays like Friday night or some shit. Like,
Yeah, they play like the 30th, I think.
yeah.
Oh, good. I have that Monday off.
What about Tuesday?
Is Monday New Year's?
Yeah. Do you have the second
think-
off? Probably not.
I-
huh?
I think I just have Monday off.
So you're gonna. The Texas game will probably be at 8 o'clock, so you'll be up till late as fuck if you watch it.
I might
Should
put
just
in a
take that.
yeah, I
take
might put a
the next
vacation
off
day
So you
in.
can enjoy it.
Then you might have to do another vacay the following Tuesday if they make the finals.
Yeah.
Because dude, it's gonna be like a 9 o'clock game, bro. It's ridiculous how late they start.
Yeah, and I get my time back, and then it'll be baby time, so I'll be out of there anyways.
What the hell?
What do they give you for that? Is it
Nothing.
I thought you got a few days now. Like I know
No,
mothers get like a certain time.
I asked HR. I was like, hey, what do you guys do for like, babies or whatever? And she's like, well, you usually just use your vacation time. And I was like, so you guys don't give me any time?
You don't
And
get
she's
any
like,
maternity leave?
I thought they
she's
got
like,
a couple of
not
days
usually.
now. Damn.
You should.
America's literally the worst civilized country in the
Oh,
world.
Dude,
it sucks.
It
Dude,
is,
every
like,
other country is like, dude, they'll give like months to the mother, and I think at least like several weeks to fathers.
Yeah.
Like America's the worst when it comes to stuff
I mean,
like that.
I can use like my FMLA, but that's like
Why are you
unpaid. So
aggressive?
Yeah, so it's like, okay, you might be able to do a week maybe, like, but
Yeah,
it's like
do
you
I-
can't stay off work forever.
right, do I want to stay home and like hang out? Not like hang out, but you know what I mean, and like not get paid, or do I go make money to take care of this? You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
it's not really great options.
nah, America's just vastly needs revamped. Corporate
It's just-
profits overall.
Yeah, and like it's just so funny because like normally, I mean, my job, like the owners, like they really are like really big family people. So like if I needed to take the day off, they'd like, all right, that's fine. Like they wouldn't take my time or anything, but like understandably, like they wouldn't pay you. But it's like, man, you say you're a family first place, but like you give zero paternity leave.
Yeah, I think a lot of they just like hide behind that. Family first shit. I'm not
Yep.
saying they do specifically, but I think a lot
But
of
yeah.
companies do that. But when it really comes down to it, it's like, do they really?
Are you sure? I tell you what, if Dolphins go to the Super Bowl, though,
We'll see how
that baby-
family they are, because I'm gonna
Yeah.
need that day off too.
I'm gonna need that day off too, and that baby better be family friendly and better hang out. Either come before or come after. Don't come that day.
Yes. And don't dare make fun of that baby, because that baby was me. I'm a
It's just that baby.
criminal.
I'm
Oh
a
damn.
criminal. Oh, they made it. Okay.
Yeah. I think they got one back. Oh no, we can tie it still.
All right.
Don't you dare make fun of that baby, because that baby was me. I am.
Oh, I missed it. My fault. Too much juice. All right. We started this little thing by me talking shit about the Steelers, and we're gonna do it again. The worst team ever. Steelers are garbage.
But yet they still are in the playoffs, right?
Yeah. Like, where are they now? 7-5.
Dude, if the Steelers would somehow win the Super Bowl, they'd have to go down as the worst team to ever fucking win it, like in the history of football. Period.
So they're so trash.
I would almost embrace it just because I'd love to hear Dragon's monologue after they won it.
Oh God, I wouldn't be able to live with them.
Oh, his ego would be too inflated.
Like, remember all that shit you were talking? Look at us win the Super Bowl with our record at 8-9, like something fucking stupid.
That was like the Arizona Cardinals the year that I think they played the Steelers, and they came very close to winning. Like, they were like the worst team to get to the Super Bowl, I think, and like
I thought they had a good record.
because they were like 9-8 or something, like one win above 500.
Was that with Kurt Warner?
Yeah. Good old grocery store, Kurt.
Jeez.
Right? Green Bay's up 17.
Dude, this new Godzilla or King Kong movie looks dope.
Huge.
Off topic a little bit, but
Speaking of off topic, I'm gotta go on record and say NBA 2K24 is the most clunkiest, terriblest game they've ever put out.
Is
ever.
it bad?
Good. Yeah, they did some updates. I played like one game shortly before you got on, and I'm like, dude, this is no different than the one I just played 3 or 4 weeks ago. This is garbage. I barely was able to complete that game, and I fucking closed that.
yeah, I'm done.
So I'm not impressed.
It spent too much time on their battle pass to actually make the game good.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. That's most of it.
Where in the H is
Florida State seeds.
this?
Do they have the rest of the bowl schedule up yet? They didn't
I
earlier.
think they
but
should now.
I'm gonna look now. I was gonna say we can do a little prediction round here.
I like that.
So I guess if you go back and just say like drop Georgia to 4th and keep things as they were before these conference championships, that would have left out Texas, Bama, and Ohio State, and then you'd still have Georgia would have played Michigan, and then you would have had Washington would have played Florida State. So I don't know if that would have been any better. I think they really just made it for matchups for TV and revenue. I think is kind of.
Oh, that's all they. Yeah, and they'll
route
know
they
how big
took.
of a fan base Alabama has.
Yeah. I guess I get why they did what they did with it, but at the same time, next year it should resolve all the bullshit. Like you'll just argue about, oh, my team should have been number 6 instead of 4 or whatever, but at least you'll have a
hopefully it
true
takes
nobody
care
be
of,
left out.
All these issues.
Yes.
I just think this would be the time, like the first undefeated Power 5 team left out.
Yeah,
Who
and
was
it's
it
been this
for?
way for
Allen.
10 years
Yep.
now, almost.
It's like,
Or I think
who was it for? Oh, it's for Alabama.
It's for Alabama.
Yeah, I don't know. Just it sucks, but if Florida State didn't look so bad these last 2 weeks, I don't think they would have got the big old shaft up their bungholes. Because they did look fucking like their defense looked good, but I mean, if you're struggling against Louisville, like I understand why they left them out. But what do you do, my guy?
What do you do,
I
boys?
don't know how you penalize the team for winning.
Yeah, like I
And
disagree.
they're basically
with
saying too. They're basically saying like, their coach had a really good point. He's like, so what do you like? You're basically just telling like kids, all right, our team's like, all right, your best player's out. You don't play the game anymore.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's just
Yeah,
kinda
good.
like, so like Steve and I were talking. He's like, well, that kid should win the Heisman then. If he's that valuable in his team.
That's true. You can't argue that point.
And it's
Yeah,
just, it's just frustrating. I mean, I hate Alabama, so that definitely feeds into it. I hate the SEC. And so I'm like, I've tried not to be too biased, but it's just, they always get the benefit of the doubt. Always.
Yeah, they do, and they always will. At least for
I
the
think-
If it was the other way around, it would have. It's like, the thing is, if this was an undefeated SEC team on their third string quarterback, there wouldn't even have been a debate. Like, they
Right.
would, you know,
They
what
would
I'm
have,
saying?
yeah.
We had this debate because
And I don't like Bama, but like I'm trying to like, who do I hate worse? Like, do I want to hear it from Michigan that they beat Bama, or do I just want Bama to mop Michigan out so I
Right.
don't have to hear? Like, who do I hate less? I don't know. It's a tough one.
I think if Texas would have got left out, I'd been a little bit more worked up about this Bama thing, but because everyone knows I hate Bama.
Well, they got in since that head-to-head win was
Yeah.
big time for Texas. That helps them.
yeah, I mean that's
so
the only reason
much.
Texas got in, which is
Right.
I'm saying they don't think they went and won it Alabama. That's hard to do. No one else.
I really want to see the rematch. I think they do. I want to see Texas
wanna
Bama
see it.
again. Can Texas beat them while they're like at their best now? I think that'd be dope. Dude, so I was thinking, so here's one for you.
Oh, I missed this. I missed this by a lot.
And maybe I'm off my rocker here. Maybe I wasn't thinking this through, so maybe you guys can tell me. So theoretically, like the chances should be extremely low that this would happen, right? But I was thinking like Ohio State and Michigan or some other rivals, we'll just use them for now. But dude, could they not theoretically fucking end up playing each other 3 goddamn times now?
You know what? Me and Stevie talked about this last week. Yes, that's what's going to end up happening.
So they could play the regular game, meet somehow also in the conference championship, and then still meet again if it matches up right in the fucking playoff top 12.
Yep.
Dude, that'd be wild.
And that's what's going to end up happening. Is you're going to have like Ohio State and then you're going to have Bama and Georgia playing each other multiple times.
Yeah, dude. So it's
Yeah,
got to
those are-
completely water down the original game.
Yeah, it's going to just make
Right.
the rivalries not as important as it feels.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
that's what's
I'm
gonna
like,
happen.
either Ryan Day is going to further his life at Ohio State, or he's out next year. Because if he loses twice and they play him next year twice and lose both, I think he's fired for sure.
Yeah, I think it's over.
Mark my words. I said happens, and the Buckeyes hire old Steve Sarkisian in 2025. You heard it here first.
You heard it here first. That boy's
Pontiac.
about to go get a natty. He's gonna be at Texas for a while.
So he starts boozing again.
Yeah, well, after I won one with Texas, I would too.
Go booze cruising and then go back to USC. What a
Jeez. I'll buy him this first round.
Jaeger bombs for everybody.
For everybody.
Where was he coaching at when that time? Was that USC?
It was USC.
They get in.
Yeah. So cool.
Ooh.
Because didn't he go from USC to Washington, then to Texas?
He went to Washington to USC.
That's right. Yeah, Washington, USC, and then wasn't he out a year, or what am I missing? Something?
Yeah, then he was at Bama. He was Bama's OC.
He was Bama's OC. That's right.
Yeah.
And then went to Texas.
Yeah, he got
What-
the Texas
what-
job after that.
What's up with all my coaches being boozers in the past? What's
Yeah,
going on?
Wasn't Lane Kiffin? Didn't he have an alcohol episode as well?
I think he did.
Oh, Lane. I like old Lane.
I do too. He's entertaining.
He's funny.
I know what he-
I like that press conference. Like, a reporter's like, yeah, some people say I kind of look like you. And he's like, what was your mom's name again? Hey.
What was your mom's name again?
Lane Kiffin is a baller. This we know.
This we know. Oh, boys. So I went to
let's go.
Walmart.
Big dub.
Did we win? I thought we had one more left.
Oh,
We
three.
made it, we went to Walmart today, made an executive decision. Jessica she said, like, we needed lights for, like, the hallway. So, like, we weren't walking downstairs, like, in the dark when the baby comes. So I bought these little, like, click-on lights. They had, like, little sticky pads. I bought, like, 8 of them. Put them on the side of the steps. You can change the color of them. Pretty cool. Pretty freaking cool.
Nice. I think
It
we
looks
have
very
some of
nice.
those from like the closet.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
share, subscribe, holla.